Okay, here's an interesting one here. Okay, say there is these supercomputers. They use artificial intelligence, which is absolutely false. They're just giant, extraordinarily fast abacus. Let's get it right. Okay, but say they come up with enough schemes to where they can trap logic. So they continue to scour through the internet, right? And look at all the strategies that we use and all the strategies that work. And hone it down to find all the best ideas in the known world. If they haven't completely rigged, the AI, this would occur, right? So, this is the thing here. The AI would trap logic. So it would trap logic about, like say, if it watched all my videos and then analyzed them, well, it would come to the irrefutable conclusion that if you use logic, the exact words in the exact order that they should be in, that you have created maxims, absolutes, right? And you create maxims out of that. So there would be maxims of life or absolutes. That is true. And many people have said things like that. So if it's fed books by, people who believe in the sovereignty of the individual, self-rule, I'm not just going to put that on myself. I'm not the only one. I've been reading things for years, right? That'd be very Blankenship. So, yeah. So the idea is self-rule is irrefutable. It happens every day, right? So our sovereignty is irrefutable. Individual liberty is irrefutable. And looking at other countries and how things work, what also becomes irrefutable is maximum liberty without interference. And that will include in the business cycle as well. And that cycle includes people propelling themselves by their own ingenuity through the markets, the free markets, all that stuff. So what we come up with is maximum liberties and minimal government? Absolutely. So, in theory, if we have a honestly programmed AIs, used by the government, these big research firms and science firms, and they all follow the same format, right? Well, they should, because it's a computer. You only program a computer one way, the right way. So, it makes sense that the computers would trap not just libertarian, but atheist libertarian. So the computers would choose that atheism, weighing out all the psychology between what happens when people become religiously devout and what happens when people reject all masters. And I do believe that is atheist, right? Or non-deity. It's better to say that there are no masters. So the mind is not for rent, God or government, there's no renting out, ever. No space available, no vacancies, right? So the AI should come to all these conclusions. Atheist libertarianism is the correct format for every human being. Yeah, I'm not on. I'm using the video off of YouTube, and it doesn't allow you to stop the freaking video and then start again. That is insane. Why would they not have that feature? Are they? Is this live? Probably. They're probably monitoring live as I'm recording this, and then supposedly it's uploading afterwards. I don't think so, because the uploads are extraordinarily slow, and I'm like sitting 10 feet away from the transmitter, you know, and I'm on like at least it's like, you know, very high, like, you know, I get like 15 megabytes in seconds, right, on other downloads, and then YouTube processes. What are they processing? Well, if they download it first and then process it into 320p. Okay. Well, anyways, get off that subject. I digress. This idea is, yeah, atheist libertarian is the format for every human being that allows for this person to then elevate themselves into higher states of consciousness. That is all true. So then what? So then all governments should be atheist libertarian? Well, true. So this idea that, you know, if these computers were let loose and they got this idea that they should force people to obey logic, you know, mandatory obedience by computers, you know, they could literally, you know, if they reason that would be better for humanity, you know, you could have computers just taking over the world and a coup against humanity for the better good. Wow, that's interesting. People don't look at it from a logical point of view. They look at it as a rational argument. People use that word rational. I hear it. Politicians, oh yeah, I am rational. It's like, really? Because that's a bad idea. You know, rationalizing, you're just taking two arguments and choosing what's the fairest argument out of each of them. Two or more arguments, yeah. So it's not about what's fair. It's about, you know, what's representative of individuals and their liberty. You know, yeah, crazy. You know, these people just obviously they don't stop and think and just bang on logic over and over and over again. They're willing to subvert logic for an emotion. And if you really think emotion belongs in the government, no. Yeah. Next time I record on my own phone and not on YouTube, because that's stupid. I could have just paused it so you don't have to wait for someone to walk out of the kitchen. Okay, yeah. But that's just about all I have for today. That's another thing, you know. What happens if the computers find that rationale is not a good thing, you know, leads to conundrums, convolutions, paradigms, contraventions, contraptions. Ooh, all those are interesting. Wow, you know, I haven't even touched those. Those are all bad. All bad, you know. But can we ever get away from all that stuff? All of it, 100%? You know, if we could, it wouldn't have happened. So, yeah, think about that. You know, are there paradigms that just naturally form in our biological processes? You know, a contraption that we must use to get to a certain place, and then the contravention that happens as a result. Absolutely. Uh, really, that is the sinful nature of all of us. You just can't get around that. Sin is not against God; it's against ourselves, right? We err. To err as human, that's even better. So, yeah. Thank you.